Hello guys, hopefully everyone is fine. In this video we will be discussing the concept of order of execution of constructors and destructors when inheritance takes place. Now over here we have a base class, we have data member of base class constructor and base class destructor is there. We have derived class which will publicly inherit from base class, and we have derived class constructor and derived class destructor, and we are just creating the object of derived class. That's what we do, because we always create the object of derived class that refers both of them. But the moment object of derived class gets created, firstly what will get called, the order of execution always works like this. Firstly we will get the call of base class constructor. If there is a constructor of base class, that will get called. Then derived class constructor gets called. But in the destructor order, that's a different order. Over there, derived class destructor will get called, and last base class destructor gets called. So that's the order of execution of this. So the moment derived class object gets created, firstly base class constructor get called, so answer base comes. Then derived class constructor gets called, so we got derived as an answer. The moment after that, obviously I will have the base class, we have derived class destructor. Order of execution of destructor is reverse than constructor, so we got fine and the answer, and then destructor of base class. So this will be the answer. So there are many scenarios that can be formed when this kind of question comes. So whether we have a base class constructor or derived class constructor, or derived class constructor in parameters, maybe parameterized. So we'll do that in the next particular example. Thank you very much. Kindly like, share and subscribe. Thank you.